Hey everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Irish Name Repo 1 Challenge from picoCTF 2019. It's a medium level challenge in the web hacking category. The description says, do you think you can log us in? Try to see if you can log in. Additional details will be available after launching your challenge instance. So this is the type of challenge where you need to start up a virtual machine which hosts the website. And you can do that by clicking on the blue Launch Instance button over here. Okay, so now that the website is up and running, we can access it. So I'm just gonna get the link, and we can access it over here. So this web app over here, it's labeled List of the Irish. List of the Irish, and we've got a bunch of Irish actors over here, or Irish celebrities. I'm not familiar with most of them. So Aidan Gillen was on Game of Thrones, and this other guy was on Game of Thrones as well. I'm not too sure who these other people are, but there are other parts of this website as well. So if you go over to the menu bar here, or the menu button, we got Close Menu, Support, and Admin Login. So let's just take a quick look at the support page here. And in the support page, we've got some messages being left here. So it says, cannot add name. I tried adding my favorite Irish person, Conan O'Brien, but I kept getting something called an SQL error. And the admin says, that's because Conan O'Brien is American. So that's obviously not the reason why the errors are happening. Why is the site so trash? Can you help me find my parents? I think they were Irish. No. Okay, anyways, let's navigate away from here. So they reference something called an SQL error, and the reason why there's an SQL error with when trying to put in this name, Conan O'Brien, it's because of this apostrophe right here. And this apostrophe, when we deal with SQL systems, it can be interpreted as a part of the code. I mean, if we go over to, I don't know, my favorite SQL learning tool, let's do SQL Zoo. This is a fun little website where you can practice using the SQL language. Is it actually going to load up the website? Maybe it's not. Hold on. Let me try another website instead. How about the SQL murder mystery? So the SQL murder mystery is a fun gamified way that people can learn about the SQL database language. So if we go over to any one of these SQL interface buttons over here, we can do some stuff. So select name from SQLite where table equals master. We could do a bunch of different database entries, like select name from person. Person is a table inside of one of these tables. So select name from person, and we get a bunch of names over here. Okay, so we could also do select name from person where our name equals O'Brien, or a name like O'Brien. So the thing is that we're not gonna get any data returned, even if we put this stuff in here. We don't get any data returned. It's because when you include this special character, well, this is considered a special character, the apostrophe, it interferes with the SQL coding logic, because this can be considered a part of the command like this. So these single quotes, the program doesn't know how to differentiate these single quotes here from the apostrophe in O'Brien. And this is kind of an illustration of how bad applications can misinterpret different special characters in user input. So let's talk a little bit more about this. Over here. Okay, so what we need to do in this challenge is we need to log into the application. And we can log into the application by going over to the admin login section. So the admin login section, we don't know what the username and password is, but we know that there is some sort of SQL injection vulnerability on the application. So if we put in a single apostrophe over here, this is going to cause an error because we saw that this was reported in the other web page. So username is apostrophe, password, it doesn't matter, just type something in. And we get this error here. So SQLite 3 query unable to prepare a statement. And this is because the special character, the apostrophe here, it was interpreted as part of the SQL code. And let's talk a little bit more over here. So, and this challenge requires us to log in to the web app without knowing a valid username and password. We see in another page of the website that this app is vulnerable to SQL injection through inclusion of special characters. So in this case, the apostrophe is a special character. The comment here references the fact that poorly coded applications can return errors when names with apostrophes, such as O'Brien, are put into user input fields. So we can send different input, which injects SQL commands into the username field and allow us to bypass authentication on this app. So the payload we're going to be using to bypass the authentication is going to look a bit like this. So right now, this might not look like anything to you, but we'll try to explain what this payload does and how it actually lets us authenticate to the application where SQL injection is present. So a typical SQL statement which logs a user into the application with our injected code in the middle of it may look like the example above. So select username password where username equals something and password equals something. So if we ignore the injected code here, what this is doing is it's looking for a true match. So the username, the shy hat, has a password HackerFrogs. If these two username and password pairs exist in the database, then it'll come back true and it'll log you into the application. So note that our code comments out the part of the statement related to the correct password. So this symbol right here in SQL language means that everything that comes after these symbols, ignore this. So this is going to be ignored. What we're doing, we're going to say username equals nothing, or 1 equals 1, which is a true statement. So or lets us create a true statement that logs us into the application. And the true statement we're supplying is 1 equals 1, which, if you go by programming logic, is always going to be true. So we should understand that the goal of submitting a valid username and password to the application is to supply a match which creates a true statement. The application doesn't really care if what your username is. It doesn't care what your password is. It only cares that the username and the password match, which will come back true in the application. So our payload here also creates a true statement. It says this could be true, or this could be true. Okay, so let's go over to the application now. How much time do we have left? Oh, we got 20 minutes. Okay. All right, so we're going to use our payload here. So single quote or 1 equals 1, and then comment everything else out. Okay, password, it doesn't matter what we put in for the password here because we're commenting out the rest of the SQL statement. Okay, so click on login, and then we are logged in. Your flag is picoCTF some SQL. Okay, let's grab the flag and copy that and go over to our challenge, and then submit the flag, and then we're finished. Okay, everybody, this was a guided walkthrough for the Irish Name Repo 1 challenge over at the picoCTF 2019 event. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.